Psychohistory. Do the technological giants know the future? AI like a functional tarot card? There's a lot of talk about AI these days, but mostly it's about the immediate future, and no one is thinking too far into the future about AI. AI can do amazing things. Voice synthesis, creating beautiful images, but that's really just the surface of it. Deepfake is already an established fact. Humans can create almost any crazy thing and pass it off as reality. But what don't we know? What technologies might have the world's richest companies able to invest billions of dollars in development? Information is a weapon. What kinds of information can we generate through AI? What if we could generate the future information of the history of human society? A supercomputer with extreme computing power. A super intelligent AI taught for years on human behavior. Learning human emotions at such a level that even humans themselves won't know that much information about themselves. But AI can discern the smallest detail and make a complete emotional profile. AI can get an emotional characterization of every person in the world. If it knows most of the values, it can calculate the future with high probability. What could that mean for us? I have divided the topic into 3 more or less probable parts. 1. The system will be made available to the public. 2. The biggest companies in the world will secretly run the world. 3. Only one organization will have the only flawless AI, and it will eventually control everything. First, let's discuss if this technology were available to everyone. It seems like the whole functionality would completely break down, and the system wouldn't be able to accurately determine the future, because everyone knows it. But that might not be entirely true. If we got a system that everyone could use and see different scenarios, when making different decisions, some scenarios could correlate and benefit from each other. Of course, different conflicting scenarios would form that would weaken each other or cancel each other out completely. That would be the main function of AI. Assuming every known scenario, a common best path for all of humanity could be calculated, with which the majority would agree. Now, I will not address the moral dilemma here, as every system has its opponents. In fact, with this system, humanity wouldn't exactly need a government as such. It would be a pure algorithm, trying to calculate a tailor-made future for each individual. But even that still looks scary, and that's just the beginning. It won't be just one organization trying to gain dominance, but a whole host of organizations or multinationals. Each will have AIs, but none will have perfect predictions, as it is those AIs that will try to outsmart each other and work with the predicted guesses of the others. This will likely one day lead to these organizations coming together to collaborate and find a common path. However, to do this, we need to keep members to a minimum and include only the most powerful. This will eventually result in the economic destruction of all competition, and these organizations will dominate all the needs of the people, and with it, their lives. The drop in the standard of living between the rich and the poor will be so great, and so there will be 2 separate worlds. Now let's look at the worst-case scenario of psychohistory. If the transition of these organizations to power is not gradual, but takes place over years or decades, it would be most devastating for the people. Time is the most important variable. People need enough time to adapt to the new conditions and to understand all their implications. If humanity were not given enough time, an organization with the ability to foretell the future would take over their lives, and humanity would become a slave to progress. Only the richest class would remain, and the majority of people would be oppressed at the expense of the powerful. This is the ultimate dystopia. Mankind controlled by a single AI, tasked with serving a few individuals. cameras on every corner, plugged directly into the AI, so that it can constantly edit the data output and adjust the accuracy of the prediction to a record indistinguishable from subsequent reality. The problem with these worlds is that the age of dystopian state of affairs can persist for a very long time due to humans being trapped in the pens of their own lusts, needs, and dreamed unrealistic ideas of the future. And now to ponder how any such scenario could come to pass in our world. I won't name the companies that have most of our data. I suppose it's no secret. This company can potentially listen to billions of devices, and thus billions of people, cameras and microphones at every turn. This company can already listen to crowds of people and build psychological profiles on which it can gradually develop predictions. At first, they will only be able to calculate the biggest milestones in history, but gradually AI will focus on the details of everyday lives and then predict the smallest details, like what we will be craving in the morning. I hope my hypotheses about the future didn't scare you too much. Thank you for watching the whole video, and have a great rest of the day.